Why you want your book to hit the bestseller list. Now, I hear from a lot of people that hitting the bestseller list isn't important to them because this is not a vanity project, or they've already made it in their career, and this isn't about popularity, or they're not trying to feed their ego. And I would say, yeah, hitting a bestseller list should not be about any of those things. And then I hear from another group of people, I want to hit a bestseller list. And then remains the question, but why? Right. So this is a quick review of why everyone should want their book to hit a bestseller list. And it is not because it's going to make you feel good. It's not because you get some resume builder, or some new notch on your belt, or it's some pride thing that you get to brag about to your friends, or it's not an ego thing, or it shouldn't be about feeding your self-worth, or making you feel like your content is worth something. I would say all of those are not the reasons why you should care that your book hits the bestseller list. So why should you? Why should you do the work, spend the money, spend the time, make the investment, invest your energy into making your book a bestseller list? And here's why. Because bestseller lists act like filters. With thousands, if not tens of thousands of books being published every single year, there's a lot of noise. There is so much noise. And bestseller lists act as a filter for the ones who have done the work to help their book get out into the world. And there is different varying levels of bestseller lists. There's new bestseller lists coming out on the market. So I'm going to talk about two in particular: the USA Today National Bestseller List, the New York Times, but there's others. Success Magazine is putting their own list out. There's the Indie list. There's Publishers Weekly. There's varying amounts. There's even an Amazon bestseller list if we want to count that. But it matters because it acts as a filter. It helps people go through the process of helping define what's a little bit more credible or not, right? Not saying that if you didn't hit a bestseller list, it's not a good book. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that with so much noise, our human brains need a filter of going, where should I put my time, money, energy, and attention? And what it does is it says this author has done the hard work of helping their book get to X amount of people. And if that amount of people bought the book, there must be a varying level, a varying degree levels of credibility, of quality that is in this book. And that is really helpful. And like I said, there's Amazon bestseller list, there's Publishers Weekly, there's the Indie list, Success Now has a list, there's the USA Today list, and then there's the New York Times. And I think through these different varying levels, it really does create a more intense filter the higher you go up, right? But these filters help our brains process, well, if this list has recognized this because this many units were sold, or this editorial, that means this many people bought it, which means this many people heard about it, which means there must be something to it. It is a credibility booster for your book. It is a filter for the noise. And most importantly, it gives your book the extra recognition that it needs, that it requires to be seen by more people that it can help. That is why this matters. It's why it should matter to you. It should matter that you do the work to hit the list so that you can help it get in front of other people where it has the potential to help them. If you are writing a book and you say, I don't care about a list, then why are you writing a book? Because you should be writing a book to get it into the hands of the people it can help. That means you have to do the work to get it into the hands of people it can help, which means you, the author, has got to promote it, sell it, market, talk it about it. You've got to do the things. And if you do those things, hitting a list helps you do more of those things. So why should you hit the bestseller list? Because you want your book to change people's lives. That's why. And the list will help your book be filtered through the noise and get additional recognition and credibility to reach more people. That is why all authors need to care about making sure their book is a best-selling book.